Hello and welcome along, and as you saw in the introduction, I've got some Nintendo Switch controllers for you here. So I've got 6 to go through. They're all exactly the same, they are just different colours. So what we'll do is I'll just show you all of the different colours in detail, and then we'll go through the controller and all of the features and what I feel about them. Okay, so the box you come in, the eagle-eyed among you can see that there are 7 at the time of recording. You can't get hold of the green one, but I do have all of the others. So this is the SW Pro wireless controller model YS06 from Easysmx. Now this represents brilliant value, so it's $35 or £25, and also 10% code down if you go and look in the description. That's around half the price of a Pro controller, okay? So these are brilliant value, and just look at them, they look stunning. Okay, so let's go through the colours first. So this one is simply called watercolour. Lovely. This one is called gold, but does it remind you of anything? Yeah, it's pretty much Pikachu, isn't it? This one is simply called pink. This one is called lion. This one is called Rubik's Cube. And finally, this one is the Halloween. They are all stunning designs. Okay, so these 5 here are all kind of like a matte feel, okay? So when you get them, when you feel them, they're kind of this matte texture to them. And this one is different. On the top, not on the bottom, it's kind of got this matte feel back here, but on the top there is a lot more glossy. Can you see the lights reflecting in that? So this one is a lot more glossier, and I think this is fantastic. So do let me know, pause the video now and let me know which one is your favourite. Is it watercolour, the Pikachu, pink, lion, Rubik's, or Halloween? Do let me know which is your favourite. For me, it's a toss-up between these two. If I had to choose, I would probably go for the Pikachu one, if I'm honest, because I'm a bit of a sucker for things like that. Okay, so what we'll do now is we'll dive in and we'll just go through a few of the features of the controller. Okay, so on the front, as you can see, all the normal buttons apart from one. Can you spot the one that's out of place from a normal controller? Yep, that's there. That's the turbo button, okay? So we'll talk about the turbo features in a second. So we have the left stick, the right stick, the D-pad. Now again, as I say on all my videos, D-pads are a very personal preference, but for me this feels great. It's the halfway between a click and a sponge. So that's a really nice D-pad. Screenshot, home, and then plus and minus X, Y, A and B, as you'd expect. Now, these are really clicky, okay? So these two are really clicky and these two are clicky. These feel like regular Pro controller buttons. No problems with those at all. The sticks, they do start off quite stiff, but as I've been using it over the past few days, they do loosen up a little bit. So they're not too bad. The travel isn't too bad. And it's a nice click in. Nice heavy, deep click. On there, that's where you have your 4 LEDs, so it's charging and it's connected, because I've currently got it connected to my Switch where we're on player 1 at the moment, and you can have 4 connected. On the back, nothing but a reset button. And on there we have our triggers and a sync button there, and USB Type-C. With the triggers, they're digital, so it's literally a click in. And there's something I want to talk to you about these with these, because just the little small things I really, really appreciate. And this trigger here, it kind of got a lip just up there. So when you're resting your finger on it, it's kind of rested on this lip here. It just makes it super comfortable when you're holding the triggers. You're kind of resting your fingers down onto there. Does that make sense? Onto there like that. So you just keep your fingers nice and comfy. Really, really comfortable controller to hold. Okay, so it's got all the usuals, as we've talked about. We'll talk about the turbo. I'll go through that, how to use that in a second. It's also got vibration. It's actually got 4 levels of vibration. It's got a 600 mAh battery, which takes around 2 hours to charge. It'll get you about 8 hours of play, which is about average for a third-party controller. And it has motion control and the range of 10 meters. Okay, as I said, the way you're going to pair it up, so if I ping up my Switch there, what we're going to do is the way you pair it up is I simply just plugged it in. So I've got the included USB Type-C, plugged it in, and it found it straight away. That's all I had to do, and then I just pulled the cable out, pressed home, and it was just connecting wirelessly every single time. Okay, so as we do, what we'll do is we'll quickly show you some bits and then we'll jump into a game or something. So if we go into control and sensors and then down to here, test input devices, this is where you can test all your buttons. What I wanted to do is I wanted to show you the turbo function. So what you do is you hold down turbo and then you hold X, Y, A or B, ZL, ZR, L or R, and it will then press these rapidly. A lot of third-party controllers have turbo on them. So what you do is you hold that, and let's do R for turbo. Okay, so hold down turbo, hold down R, and then whenever you hold it down, it will do that. Okay, so if I go back into it, normally when you press a button, it doesn't actually do anything. It just stays there. With this now, press that, and that will continue to do that. Okay, and to get rid of it, hold down turbo and press that again. And then, as we can see, if we get back into it, there's no more turbo. Okay, so really, really easy feature. And what I was saying about the rumble as well, all you do is hold that down and you press up for it to rumble a lot. And then when you want to turn it down, you press down on the D-pad. So there we go. So let's... And then... Lovely. Okay, so you can have it off or in the definite high, medium or low turbo on the vibration. So I kind of have it on the lowest one. It's not going to be your HD rumble like you get from the Pro Controller with the Joy-Cons, because hardly, in fact, no controllers that I've ever tried do the HD rumble, but it serves a purpose and the rumble is good enough. But I'll be honest with you, you're buying these controllers for the looks, just because I think they are absolutely stunning. These might get a bit dirty, but because they're made of this plastic, just wipe it clean. So these two here, these two have got black, so you're not going to be obviously as dirty, but all the others have got white on them. Okay, so once we've tested the buttons, let's go up to the control sticks. Okay, we're going to do the left control stick, and there we go. No dead zones, but I wouldn't expect any. I've been playing with this. I've been playing with this one now for quite a while, and I haven't noticed any drift. I'll be honest with you, none of my controllers have ever had drift. If I'm going to get drift, it's not going to be after a couple of weeks of playing. So there you go, no dead zones. Really nice, really responsive. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're just going to jump into a game. Let's go into some Mario World. Let's jump in.
Let's go.
Okay, and the rumble feels really good on this. I'm really, really impressed with it. Okay, so if we jump into a game of Mario Odyssey, I can just quickly show you the motion controls. So as you can see, up, down, left, right. Feels really good. The rumble I've got on the medium here, and it feels lovely because it's constantly rumbling when you're in this mode, but it's a nice, deep. The one I've got it on is a lovely, soft rumble. It's really good. overall then, the main factor I would be getting one of these is because it looks great. I think if one of these does take your fancy, then get it, because it's a really decent controller. For the price, I think it's superb value. I haven't had any problems with this at all. No drift, no dead zones. I think it looks fantastic. It's comfortable to use. Overall, I think it's a great controller, and there's something for everyone here, whether you're a Pikachu fan or whether you like the Rubik's or the Halloween, the Lion, the pink, or the watercolor, or go and look on the website to see when the green one is in stock. So it works with the Nintendo Switch. It will work with your Switch Lite as well, and saying PC and Android as well. I think this is a fantastic controller. So go and have a look where you can go and buy it down in the links below, and with the cheeky 10% off as well. That's everything then. This is a look at the model YS06 from Easysmx. I've been Console and Tech Accessories, and until the next video, bye bye.